So I took a little break from YouTube, but I am not quitting. Over the last year, I have posted quite consistently. I posted every week for many weeks. And I started to notice something of a pattern. I have made a few videos about gears, tools, plugins, sample libraries, things that I use to make music. Some of those videos have been really successful. For a small channel like mine, kind of big viewing numbers. But when I posted videos about actually being a working composer and musician, how I write music, how I make music, what it's like running your own business and freelancing and everything that comes with it, they didn't really go anywhere. And these were my flagship videos, and they took a lot of effort, a lot of work, a lot of planning to make. So the dilemma looks easy, right? Make more gear videos and get more views. I mean, I could, I guess, but let's zoom out to the bigger question. Why am I even on YouTube? My goal is not to be a YouTuber. There are countless of other channels that do reviews, tutorials on plugins and sample libraries, and they do a far better job than I could ever do. My goal is to have this channel as a storefront. This is the place where you get to know me before we ever work together. I want you to see how I think about story, how I solve musical problems, how I work with directors. The process behind the music, that's what this channel is about. My storefront is not the flagship store on the high street, but I can't afford to be the secret bespoke shop in a back alley somewhere. I need some walking traffic to have a few walk-ins. So social media for composers and music makers in general, it's kind of a strange game because the job is not to make content, the job is to make music. But if nobody knows you exist, how could you ever get hired? I think that my perspective is a bit different, and I might even say a bit unique. There are many channels around here with people working in Hollywood in some capacity. I do not work in Hollywood. In fact, I am on a completely different continent. I work out of Sweden. The industry here is way, way, way smaller. Nevertheless, I only make money from music. I don't have a day job. I don't live off of, wealth or anything. I make my full-time living from music every day. I have a decent income from my music, and my business turns a profit every year. And I think there is value, documenting what this actually looks like. It's the reality for a lot of people, and for me certainly. So here's what to expect going forward. I am starting uploading again, but not as frequent. I have a lot of exciting stuff to show you. I am about to hit a career milestone that I can't wait to share with you. So make sure that you subscribe and get along on the journey. And of course, there's still gonna be the occasional showcase of plugins and sample libraries, because they are an essential part of my toolkit and an essential part of my process in making music. But I want to show them in a way that makes sense from a real-life perspective, a real working case perspective. I also hope to show you more insight, more real-life projects, more behind the scenes, and more of my journey trying to build a career in film scoring. So I hope you want to share this journey with me on this channel. A like is always appreciated, and I will see you on the next one. Cheers!